and we've been friends for like the last 5-6 years, and Logan was also a friend of ours, and we started, you know, I had like about 3 songs written, and Adam started playing the intro riff to I'm Your God Now, which is like the 9th song on there, and I was like, what is that? That's pretty cool. And he's just, that's this riff I wrote, you know. But then like 3 days later, he came up to me and he was like, well, actually Logan wrote that riff. And then Logan got word that we were playing his riffs, and he was like, you know, if you're going to be playing my riffs, you got to let me in the band. So we let him in the band, and then we got Chris in October of '92. Here we are.
And I think you had a kind of very kind of well-received demo that actually got you your deal with Roadrunner. Is that right?
Yeah, we basically just practiced in our little crappy studio in Oakland and recorded our demo in a friend of ours' bedroom. We just crammed all our stuff in there, put the drum set in there. 3 of us stood next to each other. Put my amp in like this tiny little bathroom in between the shower stall and the toilet bowl. Put like microphones down on the toilet seat, and then but he had really good equipment, so it turned out really good. And we sent it to some people of his magazine, Boy Kurgan, who works for Metal Maniacs. He liked it. Sent it to Monty over at Roadrunner. He loved it. Called us up 2 days later. He was taking us out to dinner. When we started, our goals were just, we wanted to be, super, super heavy. We wanted to be noisy. We wanted to be sloppy. We wanted to be, we wanted to be able to play the type of music, and just vent our frustrations, our sorrows, our insecurities, whatever. And, at the time when we started, we wanted to go against the grain of everything that was happening in the Bay Area, because everybody wanted to sound like Metallica or Testament or whatever. And granted, both those bands are good in their own respects, but that's not what we wanted to do. When we came out of relative obscurity to now be one of the biggest bands in the Bay Area without a record out. Like 700 people at our shows and stuff, just on the strength of our live shows. So, on the real, I'm glad that we followed our heart and stayed true to ourselves. With the shotgun blast!
Experiment a lot. You haven't kind of set any boundaries for the band, and I was amazed actually when I listened to it. It's a very distinctive sound for a first album. Do you think that was just really that you did do so much live work that you were able to kind of hone the sound and get what you wanted?
Yeah, that's part of it. And our musical, we listen to everything. We listen to everything from like hardcore industrial to hardcore hip-hop to hardcore punk. To just straight ahead rock, and just like that variety of influence, just had its effect. And, we wanted to be able to express anything anyway, through our music. The music is more or less like a vehicle for us to vent in a positive way, if anything. So instead of doing it like in a negative way, like a lot of the times we did, getting in fights or whatever all the time and just causing trouble, crying, whatever. We always suffered some type of ramification from that. And with this, it's a positive release and we can get it out, so.
I was wondering how much is Machine Head a product of your immediate environment, being in Oakland, in California, or do you feel that the band could have come from like any big city anywhere in the world?
I can't really answer that honestly because I haven't really been to many cities outside the world. I can only speak for my immediate area, living in Oakland, there's a lot of crime, there's a lot of guns, and
it's the same in any city, though.
True, but I haven't been everywhere, so I can only speak from what I know. There's just a lot of tension, and that tension, manifests itself in a lot of ways. So take it lot of times, you know, people keep a lot of their stuff inside, you know, and it just eats away, and Lord knows I've done it, you know, hundreds of times myself. So, I mean, to be able to have the ability to write, you know, what I consider to be pretty good music, you know, and express it makes me, you know, it keeps me sane.